Yo, what's poppin', Poke Pals? Rare TCG here. Welcome to the first ever video on my channel. Today I'm going to be showcasing Ethan's Ho-Oh EX. It is a very unique card in the sense that it powers up itself with its golden flame ability, and it heals itself with its own attack. So with those two things in mind, I thought if I paired it with the Hero's Cape, that it would actually make a really good deck, and all things considered, not gonna lie, it's a really good deck. A lot of people like to pair Ho-Oh EX with Ethan's Typhlosion, McCargo. I've seen people with the Armor Rouge and Reshiram build, but I tried it by myself using a template that I used with my old Xerneas EX deck that I got for the Win TCG, and it works really well. I've also paired it with this Lilligant here with the Sunny Day ability, which allows my Fire-type Pokemon to do 20 more extra damage with their attacks. And I've also paired it with Iron Moth, who has the Thermal Reactor ability, which is once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot, you may move any number of fire energy from your other Pokemon to it. So this is really good because a lot of people have been playing Crustle and Mimikyu to try to prevent attacks from EX Pokemon, which obviously Ethan's Ho-Oh is, but with the help of Iron Moth, you could get rid of Crustle and Mimikyu, and it powers itself up by getting Ho-Oh's own energies. So that's pretty much the build. I have Lively Stadium, which gives 30 more HP to any basic Pokemon, which Ho-Oh is. And like I said, I have Hero's Cape. I also have the Bravery Charm, which gives 50 HP. But if you can get both the Hero's Cape and the Lively Stadium on Ho-Oh EX, you have essentially 360 HP, which is more than Dragapult, and it's more than Charizard EX. The reason why I added Lilligant in here is because with Lilligant, at least one Lilligant on the field, your Ho-Oh EX is now two-shotting a Dragapult, and it's two-shotting a Charizard EX and Grimmsnarl, which I haven't really been seeing on the ladder, but nonetheless, you want to be hitting that 180, so that way you're doing 360 HP, which a lot of Pokemon cannot withstand. I think the only Pokemon in the format right now that can withstand that is Cynthia's Garchomp with the item attached to it. But yeah, I've been on the ladder. I've been grinding it. I'm currently up to Ogerpon status, rank, whatever you want to call it. When I first started, I was all the way down here with Corviknight, and I've been using nothing but this Ho-Oh deck. So I have been hyping it up. Let's go see it in action. Alright, so we are in our first game here. This being my first ever video on the channel, not only did I want to showcase a very unique deck that I made personally, but I'm trying to like work out like the kinks, like do I put like my opponent's name up here? Do I put something in the background so that you don't see people's stuff? For the first video, I will be showcasing my opponent's names just so you guys know that these are real people I'm versing against. I'm not like on test deck or whatever. Yeah, pretty much. The reason I have Mew EX in the deck is because without Mew EX, this deck can brick very easily because you are using a lot of your energies and whatnot. So it's very important that you have Mew EX because you're just constantly putting things from your hand onto the bench. You're constantly using items. So your hand gets very low very quickly, so that's what we have Mew EX for. It's also a free retreater, which makes things really simple if it's in the active. You could power it up with its genome hacking attack, which for 3 colorless allows me to use any of my opponent's attacks, so if I need to hit something really big, I can do that too. Latias is in the deck, obviously, because free retreat for Ho-Oh, why would you not? Essentially what you want to do is you want to try and get 2 Ho-Oh EXs on the bench with 1 in the active, and you just keep rotating between the Ho-Ohs, and it pretty much just becomes an unkillable force. You're constantly healing, you're constantly putting up a new Ho-Oh. I do have 1 copy of Penny in this build, just so if things get really like hairy, I can pick up my Ho-Oh off the active, and then I could just put a new Ho-Oh in the forefront. And because I use Penny, I get all of that energy back in my hand, and with 2 Ho-Ohs on the field, I can power up 1 Ho-Oh for 4 energy. So right now, this isn't a great hand. I'm really not happy about it. But if I can get one Ethan's Journey, we could totally get this going. I find that Ethan's Journey is like the best bet for this build because you could get... Oh, that's terrible. Okay, I guess I'm just going to have to Arven. I'm going to get myself a Nest Ball here, and I'm going to get the Bravery Charm because we seem to have prized... no, there's Hero's Cape. Never mind. Tripping. Alright, so I'm going to get Ho-Oh down. I'm going to put the Charm down. The Hero's Cape, not the Charm. And I'm going to build up my energy. There we go. Those of you who... And I'm just going to end my turn. Those of you who have stuck around with me, I have been on YouTube for, what, 5 years now? Wow, that's crazy, 5 years. This is my second channel, and this is the first video on my second channel. Those of you who don't know, I have a first channel, it's just called Rare Boy, where I post what I like to call the Impossible Challenge, where I mod old GBA games like Emerald, Ruby, Fire Red, and I put modern Pokemon into the games to see how they fare with this physical special split. So if you're interested in that, I do have my second channel, or rather my first channel, on at the end of the video, so you can check out my other channel if you're interested in something like that. Also, this guy messed up. He put down his Noctowl way too early. He does not have a terrestrialized Pokemon to utilize that ability. So we both seem to have a shortcoming here. Oh, it's Leafeon? Beautiful. It's weak to fire. We're definitely going to be causing some chaos here. Okay, it's not going to knock me out. Good. So my next turn, assuming I don't get, what does this do? Search your deck for up to 3 different types of Pokemon. Okay, that's actually a pretty good attack. Okay, good. So we survived. So I'm just going to retreat into Ho-Oh once I use Arven to get myself my Earthen Vessel Ruin and get myself 2 more energies. And then I'll be fully set up with my Ho-Oh EX, and then we can start this ball rolling. But yeah, like I was saying, I do have a second channel, and I haven't been posting on that channel because my wife and I, we just moved to a new apartment. So not only is this the first video on my new channel, but this is also the first video in my new recording studio. So it is kind of bare right now. I'm just going to pull this I'll get another Bravery Charm just in case. It is kind of, bare bones in this room right now, so there is a bit of an echo. But once I get more stuff in this room, hopefully that will help the echo. I'm home right now because I'm off for the summer. I'm an English teacher, so I'm off for the summer. My wife's at work right now, so it's a good time for me to just hop on, place a couple games, and show off my Ho-Oh EX build. Alright, so we got this thing rolling right now. The Ho-Oh is out. I am sorry that the build is not exactly doing what I wanted to do right now, but, that is how it is with PTCGL. You go online, you try it out, see if it works, and if not, it is what it is. Also, you guys should let me know, should I be, should I be using, recording the whole battle, or should I be splicing it? Up to you. Should I record after the battle? Because I know that some of these matches can get very long, so what I would do is I'll record my audio afterwards. I might just do that, because some of these battles get really long, and I know Popsicle Knight tends to do that. He tends to record his videos, and then he, does the audio over it as if he's playing the game, which I might have to do that because it's kind of crazy how long it takes to do one game. My opponent is taking their sweet time, so while they're doing their thing, I guess I'll go over some more of the deck. I have 1 copy of Potion just because, who wouldn't want an extra free 30 HP off a Ho-Oh. Plus with my attack I heal 50, so if I get an attack off with the Potion, I essentially heal 80 HP. I mean, yeah. So how much does this Leafeon actually do? This Leafeon can only do 230. His attack to 60 energy, each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, that's not great. I mean, he still can't one-shot us. He's only doing 240 damage, but even so. Ideally, what I would like to do right now is I would like to get Boss's Orders off the top deck. That way we can get things rolling and just knock out their Leafeon. They made a big oopsie by playing Leafeon. I think they would much rather have played Flareon at this point, but they didn't know what I was doing right now, so I can't really blame them. They're going to play Pheasantipity right now, try to flip the script, get themselves more cards, and we'll see where this leads them. But this is a pretty slow match, I'm not going to lie. Some games on PTCGL are like 5 minutes, other games are like 15 minutes, so you never know. And it's usually the 5-minute games that I excel with this deck. I don't know why. It's like if I get a slow start going, then the games take forever. I mean, that makes sense, right? But also at the same time, it's like, eh. Also, I got a new computer, as you can tell, because my old laptop, yes, I don't have a laptop anymore, I actually have a desktop now. And the desktop is much quieter than the laptop. The laptop, whenever I record, all you would hear is the fan just whirling in the background, and it irritated me to no end. I think he is going to come up with the Leafeon. Oh, no, I think he is going to come up with the Leafeon. No, he can't, because he can't retreat. Okay. I think he's just going to... No? He is, oh, yes, he has Latias in the active. What am I saying? Not in the active, on the bench. Okay, so he is going to swing here for the fences. This is going to do some good damage, but Ho-Oh could definitely take it. We'll see. But this is essentially what the deck is. It's just... You want to get this Ho-Oh as beefy as possible, 230. Yeah, we're hanging on with that. And we're about to heal 80 HP from ourselves. There's my Nest Bowl. Look at that. Even better. So now I can get another Ho-Oh going, just like this. I could attach the Bravery Charm to it. And then I'm going to use this to get Earthen Vessel. And Air Balloon I use for Petilil, which I'm going to drop on it real quick. Yeah, let's do that. I do want to heal this HP, so let's do that. Let's get rid of this other Bravery Charm. I don't think I'm going to get another Ho-Oh set up. Okay, so let's get 2 energies on this Ho-Oh just so we could get the ball rolling with it. And I think they might actually concede after this. We'll see. Oh, hold on. Let me get Mew going. Let me see if I can get 2 more energies. I got 1 more energy, so look at that. Even with all that, like... Oh, you know what? Let's put another Mew down. Why not, right? See if we can get 1 more energy. No, we didn't get the other energy. But we did get Penny, which I like. So we could totally heal. Boom, goodbye. And that's another 50 HP healed. And now, hold on, let me grab my 2 prize cards. I gotta do some quick math here. We have, what is it, an extra 180 HP left? Is that right? Yeah, 180. That's crazy. So unless he could hit 180 HP right now, we're thriving and surviving. And I think I smell a concession. Because I do not see them playing this game through. I just completely obliterated them. They gave me the question mark emoji, like, what am I doing? But, like, I'm the one winning right now, so I don't know what you're doing. Okay, so they put down Eevee. Are they going to evolve it, put in the active? What are we doing here? Also, I apologize. My chair is really, like, creaky. I don't know if you guys can hear that, or if the Elgato is, blocking it out, because it doesn't seem to be going off on my soundboard, but I hear it, and it's kind of annoying me. Alright, let's see what their game plan is here. Honestly, if I were them, I would have just conceded already. And, I mean, they can't really do anything. Nope, they are going to Night Stretcher, probably for Flareon, right? I did get rid of their Sparkling Crystal, which is phenomenal. So without Sparkling Crystal, they can't really do anything. But the point of this channel is I want to try and make, like, my own decks. I have a bunch of decks I want to show you guys after this match. And I'll let you guys, like, tell me, like, oh, you know, I think you could do this better, I think you could do that better. Because I want you guys to be a part of this and be like, oh, you know, I saw Rare do that. Watch this, and I just do this. Thank you. Now we put this guy up. Let's put the energy on him. And then, yeah, then... rinse and repeat. This Ho-Oh was completely healed now, and we just... It's just a really... I'm glad that the deck is coming together now. It's really annoying. And that's essentially what you want to do. And then we're going to do this. So now this Ho-Oh just needs 1 energy, because I put this on this one. We do that. I am going to put down a Latias, so I can now freely retreat between my 2 Ho-Ohs. Let's put down the Lively Stadium, just so I could draw with Mew. Well, I maybe shouldn't have done that because now that helps him, but whatever. He's still not taking this hit. And now we're doing 180. Boom. But yeah, essentially what I want to do is I want to get this channel to be like a community where it's like, oh, you know, I'm tired of seeing Dragapult, I'm tired of seeing Charizards. I want to see something new and different, and that's kind of what I am. I'm making my own decks, or at least I'm attempting to make my own. I'm not the best deck builder, but... I think I did a pretty good job with this Ho-Oh deck, so Gotta give me credit there. But if you look at my deck and you're like, oh, rare, I think you could have did this instead of that card, or you could have put this down instead of that, by all means, leave it in the comment section. I really want to hear what you guys have to say, what you guys think about my decks, because I do test them and I put a lot of effort and time into them, and I don't want them to just be like, oh yeah, I made this deck, haha, cool, right? I want you to be like, hey, that's a really cool idea. I tried it out myself, it was really cool, and when I tried it out, I made some modifications, and this is what I did, and I think you should try them too. So, I want this to be like a community-based channel, where you guys, if you like the TCG, you can make suggestions on the decks that I make, and tell me what you think. This was a really cool idea, this idea sucked, you're stupid, I'm unsubscribing, even though I didn't even subscribe yet, but I unsubscribed and resubscribed and then unsubscribed again just because I hate you so much, you know? I'm blabbing a little too much, but, you know, I'm here having some fun. I will say, though, at first, I made this deck before Black Bolt and White Flare, like the previous ladder. I didn't have Air Balloon, I was using switches, and it was really annoying trying to get Lilligant out of the active when people would like Badoo me, so Air Balloon is like such a great addition to this deck. I was literally just using switches, and a lot of people were seeing that, and they would boss up my Lilligant and put a Badoo up front, and then they would just be, oh, haha, now you can't like do anything, you know? Now, if I remember correctly, Sylveon makes it so during your opponent's attacks used by the defending Pokemon. Okay, so if I just retreat the Ho-Oh, I'm doing max damage again. And you know what? I'm going to shuffle my hand too, because I'm that confident. I don't even care. Give him a whole new hand. Alright, that's not too bad. You know what? We're going to Mew. Why not? Oh, a boss. Beautiful. That's what I needed. Alright, and now we're just going to do this. Boom. And I heal my Ho-Oh in the back. And that's exactly what this deck wants to do. It wants to keep shuffling through the Ho-Ohs. So your opponent is never taking a prize card. When it gets going, it gets going. And this game is really getting going, so I'm really happy with the way that this game turned out. I am going to do at least 2 games, but like I said, I think I'm going to pre-record the next game, the next match, and then I'm just going to talk over it instead of you guys having to sit here and watch the whole game, because look at this, my opponent is taking forever with their gameplay. And God forbid I run into a Gardevoir deck. Forget it. This game is never going to end. So I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to record the gameplay footage and then talk over it at a faster pace. That way you guys are not sitting here and going, oh my god, this is horrible. Because believe me, I know it probably is horrible. Alright, so we're just going to take a... Oh, they're going to boss me up. There really isn't anything... Oh, what does he need? He needs a... If he gets an electric energy right now, he could totally mess me up. Because he could Angel Light both my Ho-Ohs away, so that's not great. But let's see what my opponent decides to do here. Or are they just going to attack? Do they have the electric energy? Please do not have that electric energy. Please don't have... Nope, they don't have the electric energy. Beautiful. Alright, so my Ho-Oh is going to be doing a little less damage, but you know what? I am not mad at that. I will bring up my Ho-Oh with the bigger HP. There we go. I don't know why it wouldn't click. And we are just gonna swing for... Oh, I got another Ho-Oh, so guess what? I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna see if I can get Ethan. I did. And now with Ethan, I just do this. And I just pulled 3 energies. That's why I loved adding Ethan's Journey to this deck, because you could just get energy, or if you need more Ho-Ohs, you get Ho-Oh and 2 energy, which it could power up itself. So, I mean, that's a really good. I'm just gonna attach from hand and see if I can get myself another energy. But it's really consistent, I will say. This deck is very consistent. I don't need that Air Balloon used right now, so let's just do this. And that's the end of Sylveon, and that's gonna be game. And I healed. Woohoo! And that's pretty much it. We only lost 1 prize because they bossed me up, and that's it. And that's pretty much the Ho-Oh deck, so let's get into another game, and we'll see how things go with that. Okay, so, welcome to Game 2. I was originally going to record the video and then just, record over it, like I said I was going to do. But for some reason, I played a game and it did not record the video footage. It recorded my audio, but not the video. I don't know what happened. I apologize for that. So now I'm on the ladder again, redoing a whole game. You didn't miss anything. We lost against the Charizard EX. We only lost because we ran out of energy, and they just kept taking prize cards. So that's pretty much what happened. So I guess we're going to be doing a whole gameplay footage right now, and hopefully we get things going. I am going second, which I'm happy about, because Ho-Oh does thrive when it goes second, and we did not get to go second on our first game, so that's great. I'm really disappointed that we did not get to get that other footage. Basically what happened was, it was a Charizard EX. I took the first 2 prizes, they couldn't take me out. Then, because I took 2 prizes and I could not find my Bravery Charm, I couldn't find my Hero's Cape, I couldn't find my Lively Stadium, they were hitting for 240, and obviously Ho-Oh has 230, so that was a big problem. So that was really annoying, and they just kept walling me out. I was really disappointed. We got them down to 2 prize cards left, because I did manage to take out their other Charizard EX, but by that time, he had already ripped a hole in my team. I lost like 13 out of 14 of my energy, so I only had 1 energy card left in my deck, and I had to concede at that point. So, yeah, energy is a little bit of an issue with this deck, but not that big of an issue. So my opponent is taking 20 friggin' years, because they have a Dragapult and Charizard. So our 2 biggest enemies we're facing right now. But you know what? We see the challenge, and we'll take the challenge. You know what I mean? Let's see. Dude, you gonna pass? Or like, what are you doing here? Thank you. I don't understand why people take 20 years on their first turn. Oh, perfect. Beautiful. Let's get this going, and let's get that going. So, I'm gonna get 2 Ho-Ohs down. That way we can start powering ourselves up. Unfortunately, I am short just 1 energy, but this deck does have donk potential, as they say. Let's put that down, put that down, put that down, and I'm going to end it right there. But, yeah, let's see how we deal with Dragapult and Charizard. Again, I did have a game against Charizard EX before this video. Before this footage, but it got corrupt. I don't know what, I really don't know what happened. I put it at 1280, good quality, like, I don't know, like my program that I use to make my video and audio, it just, I don't know what happened. I'm really disappointed by that, so now I have to re-record this whole video, and it's going at a snail's pace as usual, because that's how PTCGO works. But you know what, we press forward. I'm not going to let it drag me down. Alright, nothing crazy out of the ordinary here. They do get rid of a boss. I'm happy about that, because bosses are one of our biggest setbacks with this deck, because they like to boss up my Lilligants and take those out because they're easy kills. But Dragon's not terrible, because it only hits for 200. I mean, it does spread across the bench, but Ho-Oh heals 50 from everybody, so at most they're doing 10 damage to my bench once I heal everybody. So it's not a terrible matchup. It is somewhat winnable. It just all depends on what we can get going here. I am in a very bad situation though. Oh, they are going to play Jamming Tower. That sucks. That's a real thorn in my side. Again, if I get Lively Stadium though, we can get that cooking. But this does not look like a winning matchup right now, because I am bricking right now. I'm in top deck mode, I have no Mew down. It's rough. In hindsight, I probably should have went and got myself a Mew with that Nest Ball instead of... Nope. PTCGO just wants to bless me. Thank you. For once you're on my side. Okay. Yeah, we're getting something going now. So let's get rid of this Arven. Right? Or do I want to get rid of Ethan? No, let's get rid of Ethan, because we could get a Mew with Arven. So let's do that. Let me power up this Ho-Oh. We'll power up that Ho-Oh. And then we will swing for the fences with this Charmander. Kaboom. Very nice. Alright. And we are in a good position right now. I wanted to get rid of that Charmander. Because Dragapult, like I said, we can handle Dragapult on our own. It's when you get to Charizard, that's when it becomes a problem. But Dragapult is not an issue. Not entirely. Because Dragapult's whole shtick is that it wants to spread damage around, but when you're healing damage, it's like, you're not really doing much to me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do apologize that you guys have to sit through yet another game at regular pace, all because the my video program messed up and it just recorded my audio and not my video. I'm really disappointed by that, but it is what it is. I will see if I could, like, in editing, if I can make my video faster without messing up my audio. I'll try to do that. That way you guys aren't sitting through like a whole, like, 20-minute match, because some of these matches get pretty long. Anybody who plays PTCGL knows that a match can either be 5 minutes or a match could be 25 minutes. So, and there's like very rarely any in-between moments with things like that. So it does stink that I kind of got Ethan's journey from... Oh, it's Ethan's adventure. I keep calling it Ethan's journey. I like Ethan's journey better. It stinks I got Ethan's adventure from the prizing, because now I have 3 supporters in my hand, so even if I do get Mew, it's like, what is Mew going to do for me, you know? And I do have to get rid of that Bravery Charm, but to get rid of that Bravery Charm, I would need another Ho-Oh, because it doesn't make any sense for me to put it on Mew. You want to beef up the Ho-Ohs, you don't want to beef up anybody else. And here we go again, they're just gonna... Blah, 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 blah. You could always just cut my videos, you know, if I find myself rambling. You could do that too. I don't know, we'll see. This is the first video on the channel. It's not perfected yet. And like I said, this is a community-based channel, so I want you guys to give me input. Do you want me to cut my videos? Do you want me to pre-record and then do the audio over them? Although, with how that just went, I don't know if that's going to be an option. But we'll see. Alright, so they're just setting up their board right now. What are they going to get with this nest ball? That's the real question. Nothing, they're just going to fail it. Okay. I guess they're just checking their deck for anything. They put down the Halucha, that's fine, because I could just heal that off next turn. Now, ideally what I would want to do is I'd want to get rid of that Monkey Dory, because that Monkey Dory is going to be a pain in the rear end. I'll tell you that right now. I would also like to get myself a Lilligant down, because then I could two-shot Dragapult. Because right now I'm not two-shotting him. What's he going to do now? And I do have to find a way to bump that stadium. That's going to be a problem. Trying to bump that stadium. So he gets a TM EVO and a Rod, so he's probably going to get 2 Dragapults here. Ooh, that's scary. 1 Dragapult I could handle, but 2... Oh, no, he's just going to attack me. Excuse me? I mean, I'm not going to argue with that, but I'm also quite confused. Alright, I'm going to take this opportunity to get yet another Ho-Oh and 2 more energy, just to thin the deck a little more. And let's put that Ho-Oh down. Let's beef this guy up. Boom, boom. Let's attach that here. I know it's not going to do anything for me at the moment, but once I find a way to bounce that stadium, it will. Let's heal all that damage off. Very nice. Alright. Honestly, I honestly don't even think this is a Dragapult deck. This might just be a Charizard deck. And they're just taking this opportunity to try... Oh, and then you concede. Oh! So, yeah, Dragapult is not an issue with this deck, as you guys saw. And I'm glad that this match didn't take that long, because the match was better. But, yeah, that's going to do it. Also, yes, my name is Slowbra18, because I made this account when I was 18 years old. And I have so many great cards and whatever that I did not just want to leave this account to start a YouTube channel. So yes, Slowbra18 is Rare Boy or Rare TCG's account. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's videos, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the Ho-Oh deck. I'm sorry that the second game against the Charizard EX did not come out, but I mean, I'm glad that we made up for it with the Dragapult and we actually won. So that's pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think about this deck. Is it worth keeping? Are you willing to try it out? And if you do, did you modify it? How'd it go? Let me know. Let's be interactive. I want to try and make this a fun channel where people just get together, play TCG, and you don't see the same decks over and over again because everybody's playing the same things over and over again. I am working on some other decks, as you can see here. I love United Wings. Night March was my all-time favorite deck. I actually got in during the X and Y era, like towards the end of Black and White, X and Y era. That's when I started playing the card game. So I love decks that utilize like how many Pokemon are in your discard pile, determine how much damage you do. I love those kinds of tropes. I also have a Crocodile deck I'm working on. This Excadrill deck, which was, it's alright. Escavalier, I try to make it to a Donk deck, but it sucks, I'm not going to lie. This Melmetal deck, though, I can't wait to show you guys this deck in the next video. I've been working on this Melmetal deck. It's really good, and I can't wait to see your guys' reaction to it in the next one. But until then, let me know what you guys think about the Ho-Oh. Are you going to try it out? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!